Ugh. Ugh. I'm such a weirdo. Oh, the whispers. I can't. I cannot do things seriously. This is just so ugh. Ugh. I'm cringing. I'm cringing at just seeing myself. Ah. Hello. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be looking at one of the short films that my group members and I made for the fall semester. It was about anything, so my friend wrote the script for it, and it's like horror slash suspense theme, which I never really do. I once did it like in high school, and that was such a long time ago, and it was just kind of like messing around type thing. But this was like kind of serious, so it was a different experience. So editing it, I won't lie, I was a little frustrated because I didn't know if I was doing a good job or anything. But I was able to do it, and yeah, it was fun. The whole process of it, you know, shooting, reading the script, acting in it. I don't like my acting, but I don't really do much, but like still I don't like it. I don't think I showed that many people it, because once I finished it, I kind of just handed it in. We saw it in class, and I was like, all right, cool. But I want to show it to you guys, so I put the link of the video in the description so you can watch it yourself. So for this one, for this video, I'm just kind of critiquing or giving my criticism of what I did wrong, basically, or what I didn't like, specifically in the editing process, since that was my job. So if you haven't seen it, you can go ahead and watch it. It'll be in the description. If you don't feel like watching it, then that's fine too. It's okay. But let's just get right into it. Okay, so the first thing I want to say, I'm going to focus more on the bad things, because yeah, these are really small things. So for example, in the beginning, when Olivia's putting this thing away, we didn't do anything about this. I honestly forgot about it, and we never reshot it, and it's like a really small thing, but we should have done something about that, but oh well. But the reason why I point that out is that there are like so many of these small instances where there's like small mistakes, and although it's not a big deal, I personally would rather have, because like if you want to watch a film and you really like it a lot, you tend to, you know, rewatch it. And when people rewatch things, they like catch things and like look at, you know, maybe Easter eggs and stuff. This is not an Easter egg, this is just a mistake. So when people rewatch my stuff, I want them to find like cool Easter eggs if I were ever to make more films and stuff. And I'd rather not have mistakes in them, but something small, it doesn't really matter. It's just chilling there. It's not an important folder, clearly. Another thing that I personally didn't like was this idea of the document just being in the desktop of the computer and it says classified. You know, it just doesn't really happen like that. But, you know, that's kind of what we worked with, and, you know, it's not too bad. Obviously, it's just a short film, and it's like my first one, so it's not a big deal at all. But it's just kind of funny to see that, you know, if it's classified, it's a Word document, it's in the front desk. I mean the desktop. It's like, okay, it's not really classified. We're not really trying here. What's the other thing I didn't? Oh yeah, over here, another small mistake. So what I don't like here in particular is that the screen's turned off already. It went from being turned on to being immediately turned off. This is kind of like our fault for not really pointing it out or like reshooting it. But she's basically waiting for the door to open, where like in a more realistic setting, obviously the screen would be turned on and she wouldn't be waiting for the door to open if someone was coming in. She would freak out, try to turn it off, and then put the sticky note. But here she was like ready. It was like a cue time. She's like, okay, right now, and then she does it. So that's kind of our bad for not really like considering that and like reshooting it. And when I was editing it, I was like, that's a bit weird. But we didn't have any other footage, so yeah, that's what we had. I think all of this was nice. I kind of like how it kind of flowed. Putting it together was pretty easy, honestly. And it felt very natural. Like I didn't feel like there was a lot of jump cuts or anything. So good job. Good job, David. The one thing I didn't like was this shot. I like the idea of the POV shot here, but I feel like since it's so stabilized, it feels a little unnatural, because like it would be kind of looking at him, following his head, and not just be like staring him. Like if you were to see this in real life, I feel like it'd be like Olivia's just standing like that, watching him, and like only her eyes are moving, not even, because like the camera doesn't move, so she's just kind of like, oh yeah, I was just putting a sticky note, and it's a bit weird. So yeah, I mean, the idea of this is like, I like it. I guess we didn't really execute it, but that's fine. It's not like a huge deal either. These are just, again, small things that like don't change like the story itself. Small things like that just bother me. Here is an example of where I like the POV shot. Like, it makes sense. Because I like how it moves. It's not stabilized, so it's not like just like, it's actually like, whoa, who's there? Because I feel like if someone poked my back and no one was there, I'd be like, what the f? I'd be like, what's going on? I realized the camera's a little dirty. There's like a smudge right here and here. Oh well. This sequence is fantastic. Ah! Why am I like this? Ugh. I'm such a weirdo. Oh, the whispers. I cannot do things seriously. This is just so ugh. I'm cringing at just seeing myself. Okay, whatever. Anyways, another point I wanted to make. The music, I'm horrible with sound. So like the only one instance that I like was like this, where like the music slowly gets louder and then like cuts off immediately when he comes in. I kind of like that, but then I just kind of reuse the same song like throughout the video or the film, and it's like I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not, so gotta learn. Yeah, most of it is mainly like small details that I'm like, why is that there? Or why did I not do anything about it? For example, there you are, here. So, a couple things here. You can kind of see it's blurry. That's because the camera was showing, like the lens, so I had to blur it. It doesn't look too bad, but if you look closely enough, it's like a little blurry. And then someone's standing right here. So, whoops. My bad. Overall, this part isn't too bad. Who's this guy, bro? What is he doing standing there like a weirdo? Why is he so freaking tall, by the way? What? The music is so stupid. I love it. I can't take it seriously. It's supposed to be serious, but I'm like, I'm not a serious person, so every time I see this, I'm like, man, I can't believe that's me. Oh, and this part here. So we never really, okay. This is yeah. So this, we never really discussed on how we transitioned from Olivia driving in the car to the therapist room. At least I don't remember what we said, but clearly it wasn't planned and I just had to improvise, so I made it like a flashbang breaking glass scene thing. And honestly, it's alright, but it's not bad, but it's not great. I think it was just like kind of like it was whatever, really. It actually scared someone though in my class, so it was a jump scare, but hey, it worked. It's scary. So yeah, I mean,
Olivia, can you hear me?
And I also like what I did there. I was like feeling kind of quirky that day, and I was like, let's make that little ringy noise and make it a little distorted, and sounds cool. Ooh. What I like about the dialogue scene mainly is, again, it was really easy to put together. So I can't really critique this because, like, honestly, it's just putting them together and making sure that you sync it up well. Like, the responses aren't too long or too short.
Where am I? You're at the counseling center. You had an episode.
Yeah, it's really easy, honestly. The only thing I need to, like, this is just for myself. These shots were actually very yellow, and I had the hardest time color grading it, which is like basically just changing the color of the video. And yeah, I struggled and I actually had to have my friend like help me with changing the color, because it wasn't like what I did wasn't like too yellow, but it was still noticeable, and it bothered me still. But then I asked her to help me, and she was able to like fix it a lot. It does look a little grayish, but that's just because it was really yellow. Like the raw footage of this was like super yellow. So, but honestly, it's not that bad. So, oh yeah, there's a small thing here. I don't know if you guys saw it the first time around, but there's like a slight zoom in. I don't know if you guys saw it. Look, hold on. It's on the feet. Look, right here. Do you see it? It was like a whoosh. Yeah, that was because the camera person, you could see their feet like right at the bottom, and the only way to get rid of it was zooming in just a tiny bit. So I did that, but it's like on the big screen you can't really notice it, thankfully. But if you watch it enough times, you'll be like, why did they do that? So yeah, unless you saw it the first time. Ah!
Might take a little rearranging, but I think we'll be able to send her back in.
I'm so close to the mic.
Kidding. After all.
You might be right.
Okay, random thing. I messed up that line like 4 different times because I couldn't remember it. I'm an idiot. The script, you see what the book she's holding? My script, I was holding one. My script was in there and I kept forgetting the freaking line. I just can't see myself like this. I am so serious here.
We'll be able to send her back in.
Might take some rearranging, but we'll be able to send her back in. Like, bro, why do I sound like that?
Might take a little rearranging, but I think we'll be able to send her back in.
Kidding. After all that.
You might be right.
You might be right.
Shall we proceed?
I can't. I cannot act. I need to be behind the camera at all times. There's no shot. I mean, I'll do it again. It's fun, but like, oh my god. I mean, it's not bad for a short film, honestly. Like, I feel like I could have done better as the editor, like just, I don't know, putting things together, but also as like a group member, I feel like if things bothered me, I didn't say anything. Like certain shots bothered me and I didn't say anything about it. Like, but that's also my fault as well, because I didn't look at it after they finished recording. Like we would record it and I wouldn't even watch what we have. I would just be like, okay, cool. And then we just move on. And then I see it, you know, when I have to put it all together, and I'm like, damn, I don't like this shot. Maybe I should have said something in the first place, but we can't reshoot it now, so that is my fault. So I also need to improve my sound. I feel like there's just times where it sounds way too low or way too high, and I really shit at it, and I don't know when to put the music and when not to. But hey, we're practicing. Hey, it's a process. But overall, I think I did a good job. My group members did a great job too. They did put in their work, so that's very cool. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the film itself. If you guys have any thoughts, comments, or, you know, criticism, constructive, please. Don't just say it's shit. Please tell me why you think it's shit. But if you think that, I don't know. But, you know, compliments, I like those too. I mean, anything about it, I'd love to hear it. I do want to improve in this, so let me know what you guys think. But with that being said, that would be all. Shout out to everybody who was working on this with me. This is the cast. Very cool people. Appreciate them all. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you're from. Just take care. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment for more content, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.